Are you ready to go live? You are live. Oh my gosh. This is my first live stream. It's my first live stream to YouTube. The video that I did yesterday on November 3rd, 2020 was a recording on StreamYard. So I'm kind of getting used to this new technology here, kids. StreamYard. So yeah, it's Wednesday, November 4th, 2020. And it seemed like all of my day job coworkers were up late last night. I slept soundly because honestly, I didn't watch any of it. I mean, if you thought your team was going to win last night, that joke's on you. My team's going to win. What are you going to win? What exactly are you going to win? Well, I'm more concerned with art and music. It's just me. It's just me. I'm gonna do a little unboxing here. A little package. I know what this is. It's not art or music. It's it's a $100 wine voucher. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I just showed the code and the password. Well, oh gee. I'm not gonna do that here. The package here. Oh yes. Wow, this actually worked. What was this called? This was OpenTip. OpenTip.com. And I thought it'd be bogus, and it turned out to be real. I got my Uppercut Deluxe Pomade, and I got these super cheap. There's a big closeout, super cheap. Now this stuff, I don't normally use it. I usually use like a Garnier Fructis in my hair for what little hair I have left. But this stuff, it's like, put that in the camera there. And it smells like, oh, it smells so nice. And then, of course, after you open the can up a few times, it dries out and becomes like a sap, dried sap. But it's nice. It smells good. It works absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's the Uppercut Deluxe Pomade. Normally, these are like about $20 a pop. I'm not going to tell you what I paid for them, but not much. OpenTip.com. That's a tip. Yeah, so I'm like thinking about this be kind of fun to like I don't know, maybe try to talk about art every single day or every other day or whenever I feel like it, and just kind of do a live stream. And so this one's called Flying Further, and it's because of the painting you see in the background here. If I can go the right way here. Flying Further. This is my 24-inch square acrylic on canvas painting. And it's in a nice wood box frame here, although there is a little chunk out of the corner there because of transportation woes. But I'll be able to fill that in, and then you stick a little toothpaste in there. That'll be fine. I'm not going to do that. I'll put some filler in there and make it look real nice. But this is, this is very, this really, I'm going to be honest with you. It's like a, it's kind of like a culmination of my style that I use for the Tyvek paintings. And it's a kind of a continuation of that motif, that abstract landscape motif. But in this, I really kind of felt like I completely realized everything that I wanted to on canvas and acrylic paint. And it's minimal, and I don't know how long it took me to get to this point here. And it's not perfect. There's little, and I use cheap brushes, and there are little fibers embedded in there, which I actually like that. But yeah, I just like this color scheme and how it, that kind of just, yeah, you can see it. Yeah. So it's not for sale yet. I don't have it yet on eBay. It's one of the many that adore my walls that don't. Yeah, I could part with it, sure. Yeah, no problem. But just imagine what I have to do is the thing about eBay is that I got to weigh it, and I've got to figure it out as far as shipping is concerned, because that's a big fella there, and so when I was in art school, I really got into Milton Avery, and that's not exactly Milton Avery-ish, but it's got elements of Milton Avery in it, sort of. He's a little rougher as far as the texture and stuff. He was a little more object oriented here and there, and of course, late period Fairfield Porter. This kind of again, this is reminiscent of something like The Wall or one of those, but he mostly did like scenes and portraits and things like that, but his later pieces got a little bit more abstract, and so that's kind of what I'm hinting at. There's probably other artists too, but I can't really recall them, or they weren't something that is on my mind. But that's flying further. And the frame shop did an absolutely wonderful job with that wood box frame. It's real nice. It's kind of it's like a really smooth wood, really smooth. So I'm a little disappointed that the little thing that I could fill that in now. That's not hard to do. A little wood filler, a little color matching, and we're good. So yeah, the live show. No one shows up for the live show in the beginning, right? No one shows up for the live show. So my website is markrushton.com, and I've got paintings and music out there. Got links to everything. It's a pretty simple website. I've got links out to my my eBay store, where currently 14 of my paintings are for sale. I should be adding some more here in the next few weeks. You can follow along out there. There is I don't know if you can, is that showing up? That's showing up there. Yeah, so all you have to do to follow along to my eBay store is click the save. I'm only going to have paintings out here. I'm not going to try and I have other accounts to sell other things. But under M. Rushton, it's entirely art. So if you want to follow along and see what I add in the future, just click save, and then you get an email the next day. It's pretty neat. And of course, my YouTube channel with a whopping 236 subscribers. Yay! Just hit that subscribe button. Hit that, smash it. Smash that button. Yeah. And of course, I also automatically translator channel BitChute. Everything that goes on YouTube eventually ends up on BitChute, although it looks like a little bit of a lag there. I've got a whole whopping 6 subscribers. Yay! Yay, alternative site. And I'm also on library, lbry.tv, with the 6 followers. Oh, look at that. They're much better with the getting my content from YouTube. There's yesterday's live show, which was actually recorded. It was recorded. It was about the 6th attempt at it. Then we'll just throw in flying further there. So I'd like to be able to think about what I want to do down the road as far as the show is concerned. Maybe some kind of interview thing, maybe, because you just talk about paintings, or you talk about the industry, or art education, or all that sort of stuff. I don't know if I could sustain that. It'd be kind of nice to talk to other artists and just get into that practice of that back and forth, and just because I don't know, I grew up in a town. I grew up in Des Moines, Iowa, and the newspaper then was really, really pretty good. They had like a movie reviewer. She also did theater shows and stuff like that. Excuse me. We had the Grumpy Gourmet, so no bad restaurants could not hide. I know they did art reviews and stuff. Maybe they still do that or whatever. Well, I don't live in Des Moines, and I don't get that paper because that paper is all newspapers are just no reason to buy it. You know, it's all the same stuff everywhere. It's like, I always like to blame Roger Ebert for the destruction of the movie review, because back in the day, back when Roger Ebert was just barely on public television, before he went syndicated with Gene Siskel, back when he was on the Chicago public television station, you had a movie reviewer just in practically every podunk town, and a lot of them were really good, and then he showed up on the scene, and he just took over everything, and his name is still out there, and now you've got Metacritic and all that sort of stuff. So, boy, I really got off topic there, didn't I? Just slagging off Roger Ebert, but yeah, it was just like, oh well, we'll fire the movie reviewer, and we'll just go with RogerEbert.com or whatever canned thing is going on these days. And I don't know. And art reviews, that was probably like the first thing that was cut. It probably I could be wrong. But when was the last time in your local paper that isn't a gigantic city? When was the last time that you saw like an art review that wasn't like something major, like, oh, the Van Goghs are coming to town, or the Picasso is getting a facelift or something? I don't know. It's you get that sort of stuff. You get that stuff in the alternative weekly, but I'm rambling. So I don't know. This is kind of I don't want to be an art reviewer or anything like that, but I certainly want to. I want to at least talk about things, talk about stuff that's going on, and talk about it, because I used to watch this show on YouTube called the NYC Gallery Openings, and it would be all that somebody down in like one little section of lower, I think it was some Greenwich Village or something like that. There's so many galleries down there, and they would go around with their camera to all the gallery openings, back when they had gallery openings, back when they had galleries. I'm sure most of them are kaput. I'm sure they're gone. Those rents, oh my God. You know how many paintings you have to sell just to make rent? My God. So, and then it just, then of course, after the COOF, there were like some online things, but it just wasn't the same. You're not feeling the crowd. You're not hearing the crowd. You're not seeing masses of people looking at art like in the old days. Kind of miss that. So I don't know. And then, of course, I haven't picked up an art magazine in forever, just because I think I kind of gave that up for some reason. I'm not quite sure why, but probably some of the writing in there, because what I like to do is I like to read old art criticism, because that was like actually like focused on the art and referenced things that were art related, rather than just all the other stuff that they talk about these days. That just bores me. It bores me. So I kind of feel like, I don't know, I kind of feel like art has kind of reached the bottom, and here we are at the ground floor. And yeah, this is my first live stream, and I'm bore the hell out of you. Bore the hell out of me. I don't know. So anyway, we're approaching 15 minutes here, and I'm going to wrap it up. But again, my website is markrushton.com. You can go out there. You can subscribe to my mailing list that I write once or twice a month, and you can find out about all the stuff that I do. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I might do one tomorrow. We'll see.